All right, so you're just getting into music and you want to get into producing, mixing, mastering, building a music career and taking off. Well, what do you do first? Run to Guitar Center, max out that card, get some speakers, get some plugins, get some hardware units. Hold up. I want to teach you something that is the most important thing when it comes to making great high quality audio and producing great music, mixing, recording, all that stuff. And it's much more important than even your speakers. And that is the acoustics and the design of your room. Your room is probably the second most important thing next to your ears, right? So we got our ears, we got the room, and then we'll get into speakers and we'll get into gear and all that. But this masterclass is really focused on tuning out your room, showing you the differences between soundproofing and tuning a room acoustically so that we get the purest sound coming out of the speakers so we can make critical listening decisions. Something that I think is much overlooked is how the room sounds, not how the plugin sounds. And I get a lot of questions about, hey, about this plugin, that plugin, these microphones, that gear. A lot of people want to talk about gear because it's fun, it's sexy, and let's face it, acoustics, studio building, not that sexy. But I want to assure you, with this masterclass, you're going to learn a ton more, even about the plugins and the gear that you are spending money on. Because you learn how to hear them better. You're hearing with more purity in a room that's tuned and not adding or taking away coloration from the signal coming out of your speakers. So I'm really excited because I'm kind of an audio nerd. I've been in the music game for over 21 years. I'm Bradley Deniston. I've been fascinated with sound pretty much my whole life because I can't see shit. But at the end of the day, this is really my passion. It's my love, is sound, pure sound, mixing, making records that translate, getting my ideas and other artists and clients' ideas out into the world that turn into things that move people, right? Make you feel something, make you excited and hyped to go out, or make you cry, or make you in love, or make you, feel joy, whatever it is. But without that purity, without understanding exactly what we're doing behind these speakers, how are we able to deliver that message? So this masterclass is all about that. It's all about purity of sound. And we're going to start out with some really cool fundamentals that are going to teach you about soundproofing versus acoustic design. I'm going to teach you how to build your own panels and trapping for bass trapping, broadband trapping, high-end trapping, where to put those panels and how to tune your room, right? Because a lot of people are just throwing panels all over the place. I got some foam and just put it up somewhere. And I want to show you all the fundamentals of why and where you would place those traps within a room. I want to show you the dimensions of a room and why that matters so much, and some of the common problems that you'll face within rooms of certain sizes, and how to calculate the size of your room and figure out probably the most problematic areas. Remember, this is all math, this is all science, and it's all sound waves. And it's not always that exciting, but it is really, really exciting when you get the results and you're in a studio that sounds incredible and can impress clients, can get your records sounding the way that you really had them in your head. Those are just a few things that you're gonna learn in this masterclass. But another thing that's really, really important about this masterclass is it's not just about the science of tuning a room or soundproofing. A lot of it is also an art. It's figuring out the room and how it sounds and how you like a room to sound. Just like how we pick speakers, how we pick microphones, preamps, and different things with our music and our styles of music, it's the same way with a room. How you design the room and the aesthetics of the sound of the room. Sometimes it's not a perfectly flat tuned room that you want. Sometimes you want a little bit of a hype in the low end, right? Because you make trap or R&B or modern hip hop stuff. Sometimes you want, a little bit more brightness in the high ends, So we can find some really cool ways to scatter with diffusion and keep the room lively so it's not hanging on your ears as much. There's a lot of art to acoustics and sound and ear training, psychoacoustics, right? Psychoacoustics meaning the way that we hear things, the way our brain interprets sounds. There's gonna be a lot of stuff, and we're gonna go pretty deep, but not deep enough to bore the crap out of. Get ready to learn a ton and get ready to make your sounds so much better than they are right now and take them to the next level.